so much, Graham. Now, we're staying on the topic of sport. Last weekend, the Super Rugby season kicked off, and prior to kick-off, we got some background on all of the teams playing. All of the teams but one, the Stormers. So today, we take a look at the Stormers, who will definitely pose a threat to the Super Rugby season. Here we go.
Following two top-of-conference Super Rugby seasons, last year ended what seemed to be the golden era of Stormers rugby. A lacklustre tour followed by a surprise derby defeat had left the Newlands faithfuls down but not out. Key injuries left the team a shadow of their former full-strength selves, yet they still ended their season with 5 straight wins.
This is a tough competition, and you've got to buy into that. Doesn't matter who you play first and who you play at home. It's every game you've got to be up for 15 to 17 games. Players have to be at their peak physical condition, mentally. We have a tough tour, perceived to be. We did take a knock in confidence in terms of losing at Newlands against the quality sides. But this year, I think we've prepared well.
A near-perfect Currie Cup season only to be pipped in the final indicates that the Stormers are still clouded by their big match temperament. But Coach Alistair believes that this season he'll be able to tackle the mental aspect of the game.
One has got to make sure that our basics are better this year compared to last year. And, we've really worked hard at those to improve those basics over the pre-season and off-season, obviously. So that's what it is. A little mistake in this competition will cost you. So players understand that we've got to make sure we respect the ball, but know our detail very well.
Vice-captain Schalk Burger feels positive following their pre-season results and revealed the franchise will pay more attention to their attack.
Yeah, our pre-season's been good. Obviously it's tough, and we've tried a few new things this year. So I think it's all come together nicely. We've had 2 warm-up matches and we had 2 favourable results. So obviously the vibe's good.
I think in the two friendlies that we've had, we've achieved a hell of a lot.
With a team studded with some of the Springboks' most exciting young players, the Lazarus-like return of Schalk Burger and Peter Grant parting the posts like Moses, the Stormers could see a revival of biblical proportions.
For a lot of our older guys, we've done it a few times, and it's quite nice. We've got a couple of youngsters coming through, so we've been drawing a lot of energy from them. And obviously for us, as more experienced players, we're trying to pass on as much knowledge as possible. So, like every year, we're trying to do the best we can, and hopefully for us, we can have a good one this year.
Young players to look out for would be Kobus van Wyk, who's played under 21 last year at centre, and we've trialled him at wing, and he's looking really that he could make the step up. Reino Extian, he hasn't had any rugby last year. He was at our institute, but he's really shaping up well, and he's had a good, strong pre-season, and we'll see how they go. But in general, we've got players like Hugh Applin, we've got John de Villiers at the back, and Damien de Lende. They seasoned, campaigners, and hopefully they can still take the lead in leading the backline this year.
Coetzee is posed with injuries to Boks Eben Etzebeth and Jean de Jong for the start of the season, but will be pleased to have the backups of Argentine international Caritza and the return of Jaco Tauta.
There are certain weaknesses within the squad, and due to injury again, and we're looking to make sure that the next best player stepping into those positions are as equally well prepared as the frontline players. So looking forward to this challenge.
A Revit full-strength starting lineup, impeccable home records and the best fan attendances in Super Rugby afford the Stormers as an outside chance for glory, but it is unlikely to be this season.
We had a fantastic camp this year, and I think all aspects concerning how we want to play and what they want to achieve as individuals and as Stormers, it's come really nicely through, so I'm really happy.
The toughest possible away tour, coupled with injuries and the resurrection of the Cheetahs and Sharks, will make this season one for recuperation and preparation for the future.